Hi everyone, welcome to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy. I am the mom of four, wife to a smoking hot husband, and I love everything DIY, upcycles, thrift flips. I love it all, and I can't wait to share what I have in store for you in today's video, so let's get started. We're going to start off the video with these arched frames from Dollar Tree. I've had these for like a couple months, you guys. I was pretty excited to finally get these babies. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and take them apart. I don't think I need to show that because I think you guys know how to do that. And we are going to take, I chose light and a dark because I knew I was going to use a light paint and a dark paint. So I am taking Petticoat Pink, or you can use Ballerina Slipper by Waverly. And I'm going to take Marquee as well in red. And I am going to give these one base coat. Just messy. I do not care. I'm just trying to cover the entire frame up with paint. Once that completely dries, I'm going to go ahead and do a second layer here. Now, I'm stippling that on, and then while it's wet, I am going to take baking powder, and I'm going to take that with my chippy brush, and then I'm going to start tapping it like you do when you put like powdered sugar on cookies and stuff like that. And I am going to try to get that everywhere on the frame, even on the insides and the outsides of the frame. I've done this with Christmas ornaments, but my girlfriend Sarah sent me a reel, and if you guys know the creator, let me know. She did this, I think, with the exact same frame, but green during Christmas time. And Sarah sent it to me and was like, you have to do this on your channel. So here you go, Sarah. I am trying it. This is supposed to be the velvet technique. So we're going to do this one more time for those of you in the back that weren't paying attention. So either fast forward or watch and pay attention. Now, DIY paints are clay based, y'all. So needless to say, I don't like brush strokes. So I'm over here trying to stipple this on. Well, the paint is drying faster than I'm moving. So I'm over here moving at the speed of dang lightning, trying to cover the entire frame before it dries. So I'm going to stipple all the way around, make sure to get the inside and the outside. And then while the paint is wet, you are going to take your dry chippy brush and you're going to dip it in your baking powder and you are going to dust that all over. Now make sure you don't want to drench it, but you do want a very healthy coat, because what's going to happen is that baking powder is going to sink into the paint and then there will be excess that is left over. So make sure you're tipping your frame because you want to get those outer edges as well, and you want to get those inner parts as well. We want to cover this entire baby. Sprinkle it. Sprinkle it. Okay. I guess I did some sucky editing because you're just going to watch this just a little longer. Okay. Now, once it is completely dry, do not touch it until it is dry. Once it's dry, now we're going to take that dry chippy brush and we are going to dust off all of the excess that's sitting up top. And I think it turned out pretty well. However, I will say I feel like with the red color, there was still a white cast, I guess you can say. It still looked good, but I do think that the pink turned out a little better in the lighter color because you couldn't see a lot of the white in it. So I think this was good, but I do want to know, I have no idea how to clear these because it wasn't shown. And I feel like if you clear them, you're going to take away the whole velvet look of them. Now I'm going to take the inside frame. I'm going to trace out 2 rectangles. And then I am going to take the Katarina IOD transfer book. Now, in place of this, you guys can use Dollar Tree transfers. You can see I have some right there on the top left. You can print out images from graphicfairies.com. Or you can even decoupage on them. And I am just using a thick cardstock. I'm rubbing down on those transfers as I lift up on the carrier sheet. And then I'm going to make sure that I burnish the image, which just means I'm going to rub on top of it to make sure everything is adhered to that cardstock. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this second one, and this is such an easy flip, you guys, of a Dollar Tree item. So I really love how this turned out. We're gonna go ahead and put everything back together. It was a little hard. The images kept wanting to move out of their little pockets, but look at how these turned out. Let me know what you think. I feel like they look a little bit better in person. You can pick up like that velvet look. And if you guys do have ideas for clearing them, let me know. They did hold up well on the plastic and they look gorgeous. So let me know in the comments if you think you're going to be trying this, and let me know which one's your favorite, the pink or the red. I think I'm digging the pink. I even like the image, I think, a little better in the pink one. Now we're gonna grab a scrap piece of wood. Y'all, I don't know what size this is. It was just a scrap piece, and we are going to use the color crinoline. Crinoline is kind of comparable to cashew and Waverly, except it doesn't have that yellow undertone. It is like the most perfect creamy color. And for those of you that do use my DIY paints, I have a restock coming of everything I was out of. Liquid patina, all of the whites. So make sure you have your notifications on my website clicked on. After this is done drying, I'm going to take a resin heart. In place of this resin heart, you can surely use the Dollar Tree wood cutouts for this. You know, the little ones that come in like a 5-pack. You can use those instead. I am going to paint the outer rim with some marquee, and I'm just going to do the outer like ruffle on there, and then we're going to let that completely dry so we could keep working. I did not paint the inside of it. I'm going to take these Dollar Tree transfers. I got these years ago, you guys, so I'm not sure if they still have this one. And I pushed my nail into the side. That way I knew exactly where to cut, so this fit perfectly in this heart. And you guys, these work just as well as IOD transfers. They have that little bit of tack on them, and they transfer effortlessly onto any of the surfaces. So I am just, again, pushing down as I'm peeling up on the carrier sheet, and then I'll make sure to rub on there. Now, I smeared some red paint on the top. So, of course, we got to fix our boo-boo by hiding it with another transfer. So that is what I'm going to do on the top. We make it work, right? And then I grab some Rub and Buff. And y'all, this stuff is stanky. Oh my gosh, this stuff stinks so bad. But I fought through it, and I'm gonna paint the inside rim of this heart. And then, like I said, I did not paint the inside where the transfer is. That has absolutely no paint on it. So after that, I'll clear the red part. And then we are going to take this piece of paper and we are going to burn it. Now, please be adults. Use precaution. Have a fire extinguisher by you. Have some water by you. Safety measures, okay? So I'm going to burn this paper. Then I'm going to wrap it around my wood, and I'm going to use some liquid patina, which is a decoupage medium. And I'm going to put a good layer on here because my wood's soaking it up, and this paper is thicker than decoupage paper, so it needed some help clinging on to this wood. I'm going to go ahead and get that liquid patina, and I'm going to seal the top of the paper. Now, this paper wanted to wrinkle up, but you know what? I thought it added to the look of it, so I went with it. I'm going to do the same thing to the side to make sure it's all adhered. Then I'm going to take my heart and I'm going to hot glue that at an angle to the side. Imagine how many different ways this can be done, you guys, with different scrapbook paper, decoupage paper, different like cutouts from Dollar Tree or resin molds. Then I took this, you guys, and I put it on top, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like a freaking carrot. It doesn't even look like a heart anymore. Now, y'all, don't be going and making carrots without me with these, okay? You gotta wait until I make the video making these into carrots, and then we can do it together, all right? Okay? Just kidding. Not really. Don't do it. Okay, and then I just ripped it off. I couldn't do it. It reminded me of a carrot, and I couldn't live with myself if I kept it there. So then I decided I'm just going to take some twine, and I'm going to make a simple finger bow with it, hot glue it to the top, and then I'm going to take this Dollar Tree ribbon. It has like the little heart shapes on it. I'm going to start by gluing it to the back, and then we are going to bring it around. I make sure to hot glue every part of it, because I find if you just try to wrap it around and glue it at the back, you're going to have that ribbon start sagging eventually. So I like to apply hot glue all the way around, and then we are finished. I love how this scrap wood piece turned out. That resin piece was seriously something that had been lying around forever, and the Dollar Tree transfers, they're perfection. So I hope this inspired you, and hopefully you could use some of that scrap wood. Hanky came to visit us. He's playing with a bead. He likes to take very small things like beads and Legos, and he tosses them around in his mouth, and then he spits them back out, and then he like goes to find them again, and then he like has them in his jowls right here, right there. He's a weirdo. Don't worry. He would poop it out. Look at him and his little chicken legs back there. Huh. Show everybody your fancy scarf. Oh, so handsome you are, Hanky Doodle. Yeah. He just keeps getting closer. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, okay. And now we're here. Now we're here. Our usual. It has to be right up in the face. Can you say hi to everyone? They've missed you. You're mad. No. Come on. Show some sugies. Come on. Give them what they want. The people love you. Look at that little wrinkly. Not little. Big old wrinkly face. Are you a big baby? Huh? Yeah, you are. Good job. Say hi to everybody. They've missed you, Hanky. And that wrinkly face. Oh. Do you see the bead, you guys? Your bead's gone. Your bead is gone. He'll be so mad when he gets down and he can't find that in his jowls. Huh? Yeah. Next one is going to be a project I know not everybody has the supplies for, okay? But I had a little extra time, and I wanted to do something that I've wanted to try for a very long time, ever since the cloche mold came out. So I wanted to play around with the heart molds. So I'm going to take epoxy resin, these dried flowers, which you can find in my Amazon store link, or you could probably even get them on Temu. The clear, but first we got to open the lid, you guys. This is like serious power tools, and it's funny. So see, there's my power tools, because this epoxy resin on the box says it takes like 10 minutes to stir. So this little doodad is in my Amazon store link, and it mixes within like 2 minutes. So after I'm done mixing them, you guys, I pour some in the mold. I take my dry flowers and I start sticking them in. Now, I want you guys to go watch Serendipity. She's on Facebook and she's on YouTube, because she's like the master at this. Me, however, it was my first time. So I had filled these up, tried to press my flowers in. They just kept floating to the top. Then I tried pushing them down and then putting a little bit more on. But y'all, a learning experience, okay? Absolutely. But I will have to say, this was very soothing, just playing around with the flower arrangements and everything inside of them. I really enjoyed that. Now, when I was doing it, somebody told me that it helps if you pour a little bit of resin, put the flowers in, push them down, let that completely dry, and then go back and pour the resin on top of the dried part. So we're gonna have to practice more, you guys, but I will say this was really fun to do. We're gonna step into the messy garage of dirty clothes and a million other things that we don't, need, and we're gonna clear these. So you guys, I am gonna show them to you right now. We're gonna use all the tools, Okay, so I did some cloches. I did a little bit of everything. Obviously, I need a probably file down. So they look cloudy. Remember, we were experimenting. I didn't push the like flowers in, and there are so many things, you guys. Okay, but anyways, I tried clearing one with Big Top. That still gave us a cloudy finish. Yeah, see, I did not push these. This thing's like poking out the back. So we're living and we're learning, okay? I tried Big Top, and that was not a glossy enough finish to get, sorry you guys, you're gonna move. This is real life, real in the moment. Shaking, close your eyes. Hold on, I'm gonna set you down. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're back up. It was not clear enough to make this transparent, right? Because it should be crystal clear. So then I got this out. I tested it on one, triple thick Krylon crystal glaze. And I tested it on like a brooch looking one, and it seemed to do the job. So you'll see right away. And you guys, I think I got a piece of clay in that one. Jeez Louise. Look at that. Already. Man, hopefully I don't, there's like cobwebs on the side of this thing. There's some bubbles in there, you guys. You know, we tried our best. Okay, and I'm gonna leave that out. But you can see, look at how transparent they are now. Look at the like cobweb on the end. So I'm gonna let those dry. And I do want to say this is stinky, so be aware. And look at how pretty. Now what we actually do with these things, I don't know, but let's wait for them to dry. Now here we are with it all dried. These are so cute. And you guys, I made like brooch ones too. Adorable. I'm gonna paint the sides of these. And can I just say, when you have some ratchet paintbrushes, it is so hard to do details like this, because all of my brushes, you could see them on the side. They're crusty, they're rusty, they sit in water forever, and like the bristles are like bing bong, like going every which way. And so it does not make it very easy to do these hard lines. And I was getting so mad at myself. I was like, come on, get it together. This looks so sloppy. But you know what? It is what it is. Crafting isn't always perfect. It's not perfect at all. And you just sometimes got to go with the flow. So since DIY paints are water soluble, I was able to just take a baby wipe and clean up the insides of the hearts where the paint got on. But since y'all know I can never leave anything alone, I decided to get more rub and buff and go on the inside rim. It didn't do anything. It still looked like a mess. And then I'm going to tie some ribbon on these, and y'all, I don't know what we're going to use these for. Maybe if you have a Christmas tree for Valentine's Day, bowl fillers, maybe to put on like packages. That would be super pretty. But you know what? It was fun. This was something I've been wanting to do since the cloche mold came out, and I can't wait to like decorate the brooch versions of them I made. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Please, please, please comment down below. That's an absolutely free way you could help me, and I really need to get back into the algorithm. So have a good one. I hope you guys, no, okay. Supplies, no. And I am the mother of, hi everyone. You guys, I am rusty on these intros, because it was like clip after clip after clip of trying to get my life together in order to film one intro. Okay, that was a mess. But I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you guys enjoy this. And remember, you guys, I am trying to get back in the algorithm. Please comment, like please interact. And if you guys do see that little, gosh, what did it say? It was all colorful, and it said like, it's not promote. It's something else that's like showing, and you can press it. It's absolutely free. It's like giving creators like point, I don't know, but press it if you see it, okay? And comment down below. Make sure you're following me on all of my social media accounts. I share about my family and my crafting and all of that stuff on there. So I hope you guys are having a good week, and hopefully I will get something out next week too. All right, bye.